That was fantastic. I really enjoyed that. That was fun. I want to thank Mike and really appreciate Mike bringing his Memphis team down in here. My brother is their GM, and they did a fantastic job of preparing their players and putting up a heck of a football game. Our players played fairly well. I really appreciate all of our coaches. I appreciate all of the efforts that our team put forth to get this thing done, and we did it in a good way. Just a quick injury update, of course. We've got a couple of knees with Bowman, Corin Curvin, and Amba, the receiver. We'll continue to evaluate those and keep you posted. And then we've got a lower leg injury with a corner, Trevon Reed. So I'll keep you posted and updated on that. I thought our guys played really well. Looking at the stats, sitting in here for the first time, looking at the stats, and I was really excited about some of the things that we did. We didn't have very many explosives when we had our scrimmage game against Arizona, and we emphasized it in practice, and they did a fantastic job. We had a 42-yarder with Patton, and we had a 32-yarder with Felton. That was fantastic. So I thought that worked really well. We tried to limit explosives on defense, and we did a good job of that. I thought our defense played really well. They stepped up. Third down, I thought we didn't do a very good job against Arizona, but we emphasized it, and I thought it was fantastic tonight. The guys worked very hard at it. Same way defensively, worked very hard on our third down defenses, and they did a great job of doing that. Our punter and kicker, I can't say enough about them. We've got two really good ones, and the punter pinned him back there twice inside the 20. Did a fantastic job, and our kicker was 4 for 4, and he had short ones and long ones, and he's a great veteran leader for us, and does a great job with it. Our snapper does a great job getting the ball snapped and starting the play, and I can't say enough about him. Defensively, we took the ball away a couple of times. We took 2 interceptions and a fumble recovery. That was great, and we also consider those fourth down stops, and we had a couple of those that really benefited us. We consider those takeaways as well. And Coach Minter did a fantastic job getting the guys ready to go, and they performed. They did a fantastic job in the roles that they had. So other than that, let's see. Any questions? Take any questions? Go ahead.
Talk about the great job by the defense and also the opportunity to get the league's first shutout.
Oh, it was the first shutout? Okay, I hadn't watched any of the other games yet. Well, geez, I'll tell you, the defensive coordinator, Rick Minter, we worked very hard putting together a plan with the limited amount of exposures to that team that we had. We didn't know whether they were going to be an empty or wildcat or throw the ball all night or run it all night. You just had no idea. I mean, as all of the teams, you kind of go into it in the dark. And I thought he did a fantastic job of putting together a defensive package that kept it all in front and inside and tackled the catch. And that's what we did, and we got the players to understand it, and they bought into it and they executed.
What did you guys do so well to limit Christian Hackenberg, particularly in the first half when he only had 20 yards?
Again, it was more of the keep it in front and inside and tackle the catch philosophy. We wanted to make sure that our edges were solid, that they didn't run outside of us, and we wanted to make sure that they didn't throw it over our heads. And we figured if we could keep it inside the white lines and inside of our corners, we would be fine.
What did you think about the play of Luis Perez?
I thought Lewis did a great job. He did he was on point. He threw the ball very well. He hit the guys that were open. He picked the right people. When we did have him calling the game on his own, he did a fantastic job of directing the team. His composure was very good. His poise was good. He's a very positive leader, and he's a very accurate passer.
Coach,
Yes,
being this is first game, new league, you basically have very little to go on other than a roster and what you saw at the combined team camp. How hard is it to prepare for that kind of situation?
It is. It's challenging. Every week will be even even if they gave us their playbook, it would be challenging. That's kind of how professional football is. You really don't know what they're going to do. You just have to go into it. I think like we did, cover all the bases, and then hope that you pick the right 52 to stay on your team. Sometimes you pick those guys that are just really good decision makers, and that's what the process of the mini camp and then of course training camp in San Antonio is all about. And I think we picked the right 52.
How great was this crowd for you tonight, Coach?
Oh, it was fantastic. It was fantastic. I had one of those headsets that only has the earpiece on one side, and I actually asked if I could get one on the other side. And I don't know how many people were here, but it sounded like there were a lot more. So I was really encouraged by that, and I'd encourage everybody to come on out and take a look at what we've got to offer. We've got a nice product, and the players are going to play hard for them. And if they could come out and support them, that would be fantastic.
Anything else?
Anything else? Okay.
Chris in the back.
Joining this team was a leap of faith of sorts for a lot of players. They didn't know what they were getting into. So a 26-0 opening win, and how does that really help in their minds justify that decision?
Oh, absolutely. I think it helps justify it. I think anytime that you put as much time and effort into anything, it doesn't really matter what it is, what walk of life you're in. If you put time and effort into anything and you come out with a positive result, it makes you want to get back up and go at it again the next day. Gives you hope. And right now they're in there hooping it up in the locker room, and they're wanting to get started on the next game plan. But we'll give them a day off, and we'll see them on Tuesday.